Hey everyone! If you're on the lookout for a new job, you are going to want to hear this. Today, we're digging into the massive new non-academic job announcement from NCERT, the National Council of Educational Research and Training. Let's jump right in.
So what's the big number? It's 173. NCERT has just rolled out a recruitment drive for 173 non-academic jobs all across the country. And the only question that matters right now is, could one of these be for you?
Okay, so here's the official announcement, and yeah, it's a beast. A 39-page document full of really dense official language, tables, you name it. I mean, who has time for that, right? Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to cut through all that noise and give you exactly what you need to know. Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about why this is such a big opportunity. Then, we'll look at the actual jobs available. After that, we'll get into the really important part, figuring out if you're a good fit. Then we'll walk you through how to apply, and finally, we'll cover the key dates so you don't miss a thing. Ready? Let's do this.
So first things first, why is this such a huge deal? Well, because NCERT isn't just some random office. It's a really prestigious, autonomous organization that works directly under the Ministry of Education. Getting a job here means you're literally part of the engine that powers India's education system.
And this is where it gets really exciting. We're not talking about just one kind of job here. NCERT is looking for all sorts of people, from technical wizards and engineers to people in production, creative fields, and, of course, super important administrative staff. There's a little something for everyone.
So these jobs are split into three main groups, A, B, and C. And just look at that chart. Group C is where the real action is, a whopping 138 positions. These are generally your junior to mid-level roles, which makes this an absolutely incredible chance for so many people to get a foot in the door.
And when you look closer at Group C, the numbers are just amazing. I mean, check this out. 54 openings for lower division clerks, 19 for storekeepers, more than 17 for lab assistants. This tells you they're really beefing up their core teams and need people on the ground.
But hey, it's not all about entry-level roles. Far from it. NCERT is also looking for some heavy hitters, experienced professionals for senior Group A jobs like superintending engineer and specialized Group B roles. It just goes to show they're looking for talent at every single level.
Okay, now we're getting to what's probably the most important question of all. Are you the right fit? This whole eligibility thing can seem a bit tricky, but don't worry, we're going to make it super simple.
You're going to see this term everywhere in the document, essential qualifications. Think of these as the absolute must-haves, the non-negotiables. You have to meet these, period. For one job, it might be a specific degree, like you see here, but for another, it could be a diploma plus a certain number of years of experience. You absolutely have to read the fine print for the job you want. And of course, the next question that's on everyone's mind is always about age. So what's the deal with age limits?
So yeah, every job has a maximum age listed, but here's the kicker. That's not always the final number. For certain categories, you get what's called an age relaxation. Just look at this table. If you're an SC or ST candidate, you get an extra 5 years. For PWBD candidates, it can be 10, 13, or even 15 years. This can be a total game changer, so make sure you check it out.
Now, reservation policies can sometimes feel a bit complicated, so let's just break this down real quick. You've got two types. Vertical is a straightforward quota for communities like SC, ST, and OBC. But horizontal is a bit different. It's like a quota within all the other categories for groups like persons with disabilities. Knowing which one applies to you is super helpful.
All right, so you found a role you love, you've checked all the boxes on eligibility. Now what? Let's get down to business and talk about how you actually apply for this thing.
The good news is it's all online. Here's your step-by-step playbook. You go to the website, find the right link, and then just fill out the form. And please, be careful here, double-check every single detail. Upload your photo, pay the fee, and then, and this is so important, save your unique registration number, your URN. You will need that number for everything else.
Now let's talk money, the application fees. The price changes depending on the level of the job you're going for. It's between 1,000 and 1,500 rupees for most candidates. But, and this is really great, if you fall under the SC, ST, persons with benchmark disabilities, or ex-serviceman categories, it's completely free for you, zero fee.
You know, if I could give you just one piece of advice, it would be this one, and it actually comes straight from NCERT's own document. They're telling you right here, read everything carefully. Don't just skim it. One tiny mistake can mean your application gets tossed out, so take a breath and get it right.
Okay, we're on the home stretch now. You've got your application ready to go. Let's lock in the key dates you absolutely cannot miss, and then we'll talk about what happens after you hit that submit button.
All right, pull out your phone, open your calendar, whatever you need to do because you cannot miss these 2 dates. The application portal opens up at 9 in the morning on December 27th, 2025, and it slams shut just before midnight on January 16th, 2026. That is not a very big window, so please do not wait until the last day.
So you've applied. Now what? Well, the selection process could be a written test, maybe a skill test, or an interview. It depends on the role. But here is the single most important thing you need to remember. They are not going to call you or email you or send you a text about your admit card. It is 100% your responsibility to keep checking their website for updates, so bookmark it.
And that's our complete breakdown. Everything you need to get going is right there on their official website, ncert.nic.gov. The next step is all yours. Head over there, find the job you're interested in, read the full advertisement, and start your application.
So, we've walked through the what, the who, the how, and the when. And it all really just comes down to this one question. With 173 opportunities on the table, a chance to join a major national institution, could one of them have your name on it? Could this be the start of a whole new career for you? Well, there's only one way to find out. Good luck!